Disney Jeopardy is on the air, and we are one day early. A Thursday night drop. Welcome in. As always, I am your host, Bryan Perri, and for the 123rd time in this show's history, I'm about to prove how much or how little you truly know about Disney. First of all, for all my American viewers out there, a happy 4th of July weekend. I've sprinkled in a couple of patriotic categories in this episode, but I also did that last year, and I did that the year before that, so I'm running out of patriotic categories. The ones today, they're a bit of a stretch, but you know, whatever. I'm grasping at straws here. They're American categories. They are American categories. I'll stick with that, though one of them is not, and that one is Ratatouille quotes. That's because Ratatouille won the final Jeopardy wheel spin last week to determine one of the categories today. I will read you a quote from Ratatouille. You'll have to attribute that quote to a Ratatouille character. But let's go back to those American categories by checking out the board and seeing exactly what they are. You see Ratatouille quotes on your screen right there. That'll kick off the game. But the first American category is baseball. That's followed by hot dogs. Next up, your theme park category is Liberty Square. And finally, your Club DJ member category of the week is Lines in Reverse. One of the most lopsided polls we've had in recent memory. Over 70% of the vote goes to clip plays backwards, you say line. I don't know why I wrote it like that. I should have just said Lines in Reverse. That's exactly what will happen. I will play you a clip in reverse, and you'll have to tell me what the character is saying in that line. All right, it is now time for the easiest round of the game, the cupcake round. I hope you start off the game well. Let's find out if you do. It's Ratatouille quotes with the first clue on the board. Ratatouille doesn't sound delicious. It sounds like rat and patootie. Who said it? After having perhaps one too many beverages, the main human character in the film, Linguini, said that line.
Why do they call it that? If you're gonna name a food, you should give it a name that sounds delicious. Ratatouille doesn't sound delicious. It sounds like rat and patootie. Rat patootie.
All right, it's time to take a swing at the baseball category. This 1994 film starring a young Joseph Gordon-Levitt follows the story of a Major League Baseball team making an improbable run with the help of divine intervention. What is Angels in the Outfield? Let's move on to hot dogs for 200 points. Here is Louis, the hot dog vendor. You can meet him by watching this Disney film. What is Oliver and Company?
The man you see before you is affectionately known as Old Louis, a well-known enemy of the four-legged world.
In the words of the old Illuminations closing song at Epcot, we go on to the theme park category. Here's Liberty Square. This Liberty Square attraction just reopened after a multi-month renovation. What is Hall of Presidents? Finish off the cupcake round with Lines in Reverse. Here we go.
Sorry.
Arguably the most famous line in Aladdin. The correct answer is, do you trust me?
You trust me?
Cupcake round complete. We now move on to the 400-point round this 4th of July weekend. To Ratatouille quotes, first up. I think it's apparent I need to rethink my life a little bit. Who said it? That would be Remy, the Ratatouille, the rat of all my dreams.
This is me. I think it's apparent I need to rethink my life a little bit.
Let's aim for the fences here. It's baseball for 4. Bernie Mac comes out of retirement and plays for the Milwaukee Brewers in this 2004 film from Touchstone. Correct answer is Mr. 3000.
On the night Stan Ross got his 3,000th hit, he knew he had his ticket to the Hall of Fame.
Who got my damn ball?
Get your hot dogs here. Hot dogs for $4. How did you like your hot dog? Oh, it's not really a dog. You just call it a hot dog here. Is a line spoken by this princess as she stands on the Brooklyn Bridge. How many Disney princesses traveled to New York City and then stood on the Brooklyn Bridge? I'd go out on a limb here and say only one. That one being Giselle from Enchanted.
How did you like your hot dog? Well, it's not really a dog. They just call it a hot dog here.
Here comes Liberty Square's second clue of the game. The name of the Haunted Mansion gift store. The correct answer is Memento Mori, and I actually remember I was working at Disney at the time when it opened, and I ran over and I was like, I have to buy something. What am I going to buy? So I bought this. I don't, like, what am I going to do with this? I have no idea, but I thought it was cool. Let's move on to the final clue of the 4s. This line's in reverse. You know it, Scar said. I'm surrounded by idiots.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
10 clues are down. How we doing? You doing all right? If you have a perfect game going, I can almost guarantee it's not going to stay perfect. I hope someone proves me wrong, but this is where things start getting tougher. It's the 600 pointers, beginning with Ratatouille quotes. Not everyone can become a great artist, but a great artist can come from anywhere. That was actually said by Anton Ego.
Not everyone can become a great artist, but a great artist can come from anywhere.
Time to throw you a pitch. It's the third baseball clue of the game. I Don't Dance is a song performed during a baseball scene in this Disney Channel movie. Correct answer is High School Musical 2. You didn't say the 2 and you just said High School Musical. In the words of a baseball umpire, you're out. Here comes Frankfurters. It's hot dogs for $6. Ooh, look at this tray of delight. Fries, nachos, and a hot dog to top it. What film is this from? Correct answer is a Goofy movie. Liberty Square brings us to the 4th clue in the 600s. The brown pavement winding through Liberty Square allegedly represents this. Now, for years, I've been told that the brown pavement in Liberty Square represents sewage. Sewage represents sewage back in the day. I still can't figure out if Disney's confirmed this or not. It wasn't there when Magic Kingdom opened. In fact, the brown pavement was installed, I want to say, about 20 years ago. But it, yes, allegedly represents sewage. Sewage. Moving on. Final clue of the 600s brings us to lines in reverse. Josh Gad's delivery here was worthy of an Oscar, in my opinion. The correct answer is I don't have a skull or bones.
I don't have a skull or bones.
It's time for the 800-point round. Getting hotter in here. It's Ratatouille quotes. I killed a man. Yep, yes, that is a quote from a Pixar movie. I killed a man. Who said it? That would be Will Arnett's Horst.
I killed a man with this thumb.
It's getting close to the bottom of the ninth. It's baseball for 800 points. A Little League baseball player falls into an earthquake and travels back in time in this 1995 movie from Disney. Funny story about this movie. I remember seeing it in theaters when I was a kid because I thought it was going to be a baseball movie, and I grew up a huge sports fan. And it turned out that A Kid in King Arthur's Court was not a baseball movie.
A miracle to make his dream come true.
Not a baseball movie. All right, here comes hot dogs for the fourth time. Casey's Corner, the famous hot dog dining establishment in the Magic Kingdom, stems from this short film, which can be watched in 1946's Make Mine Music. What is Casey at the Bat?
Casey, the pride of them all.
Liberty Square's 800-point clue goes like this. The name of the boat you board when riding the Liberty Square riverboat. While you still can, might I add. That attraction is closing right about now. Yeah, this weekend was the last time you could enjoy the attraction that's been around for over 50 years. That's right. What is the name of the boat, though? It will be the Liberty Bell. Hello, Liberty Bell. Here comes lines in reverse before we go to the 1000s. That's how I feel every time I'm not invited to a party. I get Maleficent. You know, you want to curse some people because you weren't invited to a party. I get it. I'm a grudge holder myself. The correct answer is, oh dear, what an awkward situation.
Oh dear, what an awkward situation.
20 clues are down and 6 remain. But before we get to Final Jeopardy, you know what time it is. It is time for the most overly dramatic soundtrack-infused, unnecessarily spotlighted part of the game, the 1,000-point round. Hit it! 1,000-point round now does one thing and one thing only. It separates the people that have way too much useless Disney knowledge in their brain and thus bragging rights, and the casuals. Where do you fall? Let's find out. 1,000s begin with Ratatouille quotes. They're like corn dogs, only smaller. That would be Chef Skinner.
Gusto's corn puppies.
They're like corn dogs, only smaller. Bite size.
2 outs, 2 strikes. How will you perform? The biggest baseball clue of the game goes like this. In The Rookie, Jim Morris is a school teacher who makes his MLB debut at the age of 35 with this team. Based on a true story, the correct answer is the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Call me old-fashioned. I like when they were the Devil Rays rather than the boring rays of what, sun, I guess now? No, give me the Devil Rays. Anyway, let's move on. Hot dogs for 1,000. Mickey's first words were hot dogs, which he uttered in this 1929 short. The answer I'm looking for is the Carnival Kid.
Hot dog, hot dog. Hot dog, hot dog.
Here comes your final clue from Liberty Square. This large holiday-themed store in Liberty Square sells ornaments all year round. You gotta get the name exactly right. That name is Ye Old Christmas Shop. The final clue on the board before the Jeopardy wheel spin belongs to Lines in Reverse. Gotta show Jane some love. I feel like I don't include enough Tarzan in this show. The correct answer is, and Daddy, they took my boot.
And Daddy, they took my boot.
Those are the ones I bought.
25 clues are down and one remains, which means it is time to spin that wheel. Yeah, it's time for the Final Jeopardy wheel spin that will determine this week's Final Jeopardy category and thus one of the categories in next week's episode 124. Let's see what the category is going to be. As a reminder, if it's a movie I've already done, then that means I'm doing a category about something in that movie rather than the movie as a whole. Let's see what it's gonna be. It is another recent film. Guys, don't be mad at me. All right? I want to go old school too, but the wheel is just, and it does not want to as of yet. Instead, Encanto has won the wheel spin. I have already done Encanto, which means instead I am going to do Encanto music. Next week, you'll have 5 clues all about the soundtrack of the 2021 film, but for now, it's just 1 clue. So if you think you remember it well, make a big old wager. And time is up. Of course, Encanto is responsible for the biggest Disney song of the last 10 years. But guys, there's an entire soundtrack to love. Not every single clue is going to be about We Don't Talk About Bruno. Let's see what the final clue is today. Oh, look, it's about We Don't Talk About Bruno. Which one of the characters seen in this image does not sing in We Don't Talk About Bruno? Good luck. And time is up. She did not sing in We Don't Talk About Bruno, but she did sing a banger of a tune that everyone forgets. That song was Surface Pressure, which means the character that I am talking about is Louisa. And that does it for episode 123 of Disney Jeopardy. Thank you so very much for watching. Happy 4th of July weekend to all the American viewers out there. I appreciate everyone in the world, though, so very much, especially Club DJ members. You guys are the very best, even if you embarrassed me in last week's poll by making my choices look terrible. 70+%. Are you kidding me? I'll try to do better this week with this poll. That's right. Which one of these categories will join us for episode 124? The decision is in your hand. As a reminder, if you want to submit a clue for Encanto music, you can do so by heading over to DisneyJeopardy.com and clicking the clue page. Now you know the deal. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, subscribe. Click that bell icon. Hello, bell. This way, you're notified every time we come out with brand new content. I've been your host, Bryan Perri. Thank you so very much for watching. You guys are the best. I'll see you in a week. Till then.
Bye-bye.